Alright. Hello everyone. Um okay. Shotbox is fine on this window, that's fine. Okay. So I probably should play Stealth Song tonight, but I'm just really not in the mood. I kind of felt really more I don't know, I've been craving like story heavy game these days, like this last week or two while I was sick. So I was looking at my library and nothing really looked too interesting. But Dishonored 2 has been sitting in my library, and the Death of the Outsider, I think it's called, they've been sitting in my library for fucking years and years and years, probably like 10 years at this point. So I decided I'm just gonna replay the first one and finally play those two, the other two. This one I have quite a bit of experience. I've 100%ed it a few years ago. So I'm just replaying it as a refresher here. And for fun, because it is a fun game. So we're just gonna go for it. This should be fine, I guess. I don't want it to be too dark for stream. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I think this should be mostly fine. Ooh, this is maybe a little bit dark. Yeah, this should be good. Alright, let's go. I love this game so much. The world building in this game is fucking amazing. Dunwall Tower, returning home. You have just returned from a journey of several months, visiting the other nations in the Empire to ask for aid in dealing with the rat plague. You must deliver their diplomatic response to the Empress, whom you serve as Lord Protector.
Corvo, if only there was someone else I trusted to send, so that you could remain near.
That is allowed.
But there is no one else. And the Spy Master was right to insist that I send you. The plague has taken so many, and we must find a cure. When you are near, my heart is at peace.
I'll lower the sound in a minute here.
Emily and I will count the days until you return. Hurry home, and bring good news.
Yeah, well...
Steady hand.
Okay, that's not as loud.
Watch it. Cast off line. Casting off.
Okay, I think we're fine.
Take us straight to Dunwall Tower. Lord Corvo has news for the Empress, and we've come a long way.
A long way to bring bad news. The sailors say there's a curse on us. Black magic.
Superstition. For all we know, there's a cure for the plague by now.
That
Maybe.
whale is
We
one
live
of my
in
favorite
strange
sights in the
times.
whole game, at the very
Sending
start.
the Empress's bodyguard away for a couple of months. That's unusual.
Well, this was important. We need help with the rat plague.
This intro does so much for the world building of this game, of this world. This shit is cool as hell.
Going up. Ready. Turn it on the pipes.
And she's driving.
Oh, at last.
Steady pressure. And stop. Shut her down.
The Empress will be waiting for your news, Corvo.
Alright. Oh. Right, F. Ah.
Fair voyage, sir. All quiet.
Sensitivity is a bit high.
Good traveling with you,
Yes,
Corvo.
yes. The pressure was too low. All these new machines are touchy.
Just don't do anything crazy. Sokolov's changed everything again, and we don't know what the hydraulics can do now.
We've got him here today doing a portrait. If there's a time to try something, it's now.
Okay, sensitivity is so high. Also, what the fuck is this traffic at fucking midnight? God damn. Our settings, let's lower that by quite a bit. Still very high. Okay, that's... damn. That sensitivity is very exponential. It's like a tiny bit too low. That good? Yeah, I think that's good. Alright.
Welcome back, Lord Protector.
There he is. Good voyage, sir.
Indeed.
Her Majesty is waiting in the pavilion.
Dunwall Tower.
Hello, sir.
Hello indeed.
Corvo, you're back!
Hey.
Will you tell me about your trip, please? Were there any whales? Wait! Let's play hide and seek first. I'll cover my eyes and you hide. You have time? Mother's busy talking to that nasty old spy master.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, here we go.
I cannot give the hide
Did
and
you
seek
see any
portion
monsters
with
while
her.
traveling to the other
That's...
isles? My nanny
I feel
says
like
the
that's
big
a
ocean is
sin.
full of them, but I think she only says that to scare me.
I am going to remove... objectives... No, what is it? Oh yeah, objective markers. I don't need those.
Later, will
Thank
you give me
you.
more climbing lessons? Someday I'm going to climb up to the rooftop. Let's see if you're still good at this. I'll hide my eyes and count, and at the end of the countdown, I'll try and find you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to count to 10. Find a place to hide.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10.
Here I come. I always find you.
Do you? Do you really? I don't remember you ever finding me.
Where are you? Okay.
She's not
no
looking
way.
very hard.
We should go now. Some other can
She did not search very much.
Let's go! Come on!
I'm right behind you, lady.
The Lord Spy Master is with her, but she said to show you right in.
Welcome home, Lord Protector. Stop moving, Campbell. And you, Corvo, welcome back. From wherever you've been. They sent him all around the Isles to beg for aid. A waste of time. My elixir will banish the plague from this city. Now keep still a moment, High Overseer Campbell.
I'm not so sure that painting looks like Campbell.
I think it's fine.
Corvo, if you won't marry my mother, would you marry me?
That's... I don't...
You saw my improvements to the waterlock. I'm sure the Empress is eager to see you. Eh, Corvo?
What does that mean?
In this painting, I insult my own genius.
Do you know?
I do my duty for the realm, but not gladly. I leave the worst parts of him in shadow, but still.
I must preserve our High Overseer for future generations of the faithful to marvel at.
Uh-huh.
See what I'm forced to paint? The High Overseer is no beauty.
That I would agree with. That it? Alright. What about you?
It was a fool's errand, Corvo. The plague comes from inside us. We must all strengthen our faith. High Overseer. No fault. I must save us from the consequences of a corrupt society. No fancy elixirs either.
Yeah.
Remember, to every man his choice, to every man his fate. Say what you will. This plague has brought the faithful to our doors.
Yeah, I remember the religion part of this game, of this world, being very fucked up.
Say what you will. This plague has brought the faithful to our doors.
Ooh, little fun fact about this. That bottle, which is on the painting right now, if you drink it,
What are you doing?
when you see that paint, when you see that
painting
painting later in the game, the bottle will be gone.
Though in truth, he is always close to the stuff.
Yeah, so when we see that painting later in the game, that bottle will be gone, which is a neat little detail that I like a lot.
After what happened last
She'll
night,
see you at
chances
once.
are very good. Good to have you back, sir. I hope it's good news, sir.
I hope so too. Unfortunately, I don't think it is.
Have you ever met my niece Callista? She's getting more beautiful every year.
Hello, my lord. I had to sleep in the scullery last night. The plague riots shut everything down.
Like riots. You don't sound too good.
The Empress and young lady Emily will be pleased to have you back, Lord Protector. Everything all right, sir?
I'll be happy you're back with the watch. I'm no diplomat. Strange, we saw whales off Whitecliff. It's too early in the year.
Hmm.
I hope we're not fools to come back here. The plague's only getting worse.
Can I like? No,
They're
okay.
sick people, not criminals.
We've gone beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can. All of them.
Very well.
We will not speak of this again.
Mother, Corvo is back.
Thank you, Emily. Leave us, please.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Hmm.
Corvo. 2 days early.
Yeah.
Full of surprises.
Isn't that
as
a
usual.
problem? Can you make a character looks more evil than that, really?
Follow me, Captain. We should leave them alone.
Yeah, right. I don't think I've ever actually looked at the horizon here. This game still looks so fucking good. Like this was what was it? Like 2012, 2013, around there, I want to say. Was it? Yeah, 2012. This looks so fucking incredible for 2012. And I've talked about that a bit before, I think, maybe once or twice on stream, but like I think the reason why this game still looks so good is just the painting style, art style thingy, like the oil painting art style. It's just so timeless. I love it so
It's
much.
a fair wind that brings you home to me. What news have you brought?
Mother's going to be happy. She missed you. Mother told me that your trip was important. She's been worried. Did you see any pirates? Everyone seems scared because of the rat plague. I'm glad you're here. Take me with you on a trip one day, please. Later, will you show me that Tivian chokehold like you promised? I won't tell Mother.
Alright, let's get this party started.
I hoped that one of the other cities had dealt with this before, knew of some cure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking point. Cowards. They're going to blockade us. They'll wait to see if the plague turns the city into a graveyard.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Yes, don't worry, darling. Mother is fine. Wait, where are the guards? Who sent them away?
There they are.
What are they doing on the rooftop?
What? Emily, come here.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah.
Look out!
Ah, fuck.
Corvo, thank you. If you hadn't been here...
No more! Not again! Mommy! No! Get away from her! Corvo! Mommy! Get away! Corvo!
Corvo, it's all coming apart. Find Emily. Protect her. You're the only one who'll know what to do. Won't you?
Yeah. I'm not really feeling like Silksong right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Ward us all. Look at what he's done.
Yes, he's killed the Empress.
This will never not get me. This scene is...
What did you
What
do
a
with
way
young
to
Lady
start a
Emily,
game.
Traitor. Her own bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo. Peg him.
And what a title screen. Hey, look, Silksong is very draining, okay? I'm just not... I legit don't feel in the mood right now. So, yeah. Coldridge Prison. 6 months have passed since you were accused by the royal spy master of murdering the Empress and conspiring to abduct her daughter, Emily, the royal heir. Now, locked away in Coldridge Prison, the time of your execution draws near. I've never thought about that, but 6 months is a long fucking time to keep me alive. That's interesting. That is all I go back to eating now, okay.
This is your final chance, Corvo. Sign the confession and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
Fucking
That's enough for
Campbell.
now. Get out. Let's give the man some time
To
to
think the way he says that.
Corvo, the Empress is dead. Her daughter Emily is hidden away, and no one will ever know the truth.
Uh-huh.
Yes, unlucky you. Tomorrow you'll be executed, but it's for a good cause. This country needs strong leadership now, someone to guide the weak. And that's where we come in.
There was nothing personal in this, even though you almost sank our plans. But it turned out well. You were in the wrong place at the right time, and someone has to take the fall. Goodbye, Corvo. Guards! Take him back to his cell.
Fucking spy master. Does he even have a name? I don't remember.
Comes from a friend.
I think he's just called the spy master for the whole game. Alright. Honestly, pretty large cell. Kinda forgot about that, it's so big.
Hey, I heard you got eaten alive at cards. You always amuse me.
Anonymous message. Corvo, who we are is irrelevant right now. Just know that we have faith in you. Here is the key to your cell. Once you're out, head for the prison's interrogation room. Take the explosive there and plant it on the outer door. When the bomb goes off, run. Make for the river and lose yourself in the sewers. You'll find some useful gear stashed there. One of the prison guards will leave a weapon just outside your cell. And good luck. We need you alive and well for what's to come. A friend. Alrighty then.
How come so many people are coming to the execution tomorrow?
It's on account of Corvo, the one who killed the Emperor.
Yeah. Non-lethal is left control, right?
Abducted her daughter, Emily.
So it's an occasion.
Right. A social event for the high and mighty. Come see the noble Lord Protector get his head chopped off.
They're as bad as us betting on the dogfights.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits.
Hello.
Curse those rich milk bloods for putting me here. There ain't no way I'd steal from the Boyle family. I just worked on the roof. I shouldn't be here. Now I'm gonna die for nothing.
I don't belong here. I never did nothing. She lied.
Right. Gotta be careful.
How old did you say your sister was?
Blow off.
Okay. Oh, hey Ralph. Thank you for the lurk. We will do that for just quickly. Let's see this. Why is it like this? I don't know. But I can't. Give me a second. Let me try to fix this quickly. No, this one is also fucked. What the hell, man? What happened to my wheel? Why is it so fucked? Okay, whatever. I'll try to figure that out later. For now, gotta go to bed because just got back from job interviews. Okay, got a new one starting Thursday. Hey, nice. 800. Oh, I didn't change the one from yesterday. I forgot. So yesterday was 700. So 1500. Let's go change that. But yeah, go to bed, get some rest. Did you start reading, by the way, at all, or did you not have the time yet? 1500, so that's 100,900. Yes. There we go. Don't have the time. I thought I was. Oh, all good. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I was just curious. Okay, and let's go back. Yeah, don't worry about it. There is no rush. All right, gotta deal with these guys. You go in my cell. Do you not have a pouch? No? Alright then. Come to listen, lurk, yeah.
Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir. Bunch of crap.
So I'm definitely going for a no-kill achievement. A no-kill run, I mean. And ideally no detection run too. Ghost, I think it's called in this game. I need you to move, thank you. I don't love this spot right now.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews.
Seen anybody with signs of the sickness?
You always amuse me.
Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in
Are you good, or
advance
does this
with
one?
1
Oh,
week's
okay, we're
notice.
good.
Huh?
Fuck me. Well, there goes my Noru.
Call out. He's here. Got you in the river.
Ah, shit. Ow. Shit.
Just die.
Yeah, I've never been good at the combat in this one. The combat is definitely not the... At least... not at the start. Once we get some abilities, it's a lot better, but...
How come so many people coming to the execution tomorrow?
It's on account of Corvo, the one who killed the Empress and abducted her daughter, Emily.
So
Trying
it's
to
an
look
occasion.
for some verticality
Right.
maybe, but I
Social
don't
event for the high and
see
mighty.
a way
Come
to
see the noble
climb.
Lord Protector get his head chopped off.
They're as bad as us betting on the dogfights.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance. Notice.
Good night. Okay.
Let me know if you want to take my patrol.
You're such a choffer.
We're gonna wait a little bit. Oh, this is where I need to go. This is where I need to end up. There we go.
Attention. Tomorrow's
There's no shot, dude. He saw.
personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries.
God. Oh, how did I... How do I not get detected here? I guess I could just knock them all out. I guess that could work.
How come so many people are coming to the execution tomorrow?
It's on account of Corvo, the one who killed the Empress and abducted her daughter, Emily.
So it's an occasion.
Right. A social event for the high and mighty. Come see the noble Lord Protector get his head chopped off.
They're as bad as us betting on the dogfights.
Alright.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance
Nope.
with 1 week's notice.
Okay, let's try this again better now.
Seen any more big rat
Let's
swarms?
be patient.
Tonight, another patrol with you.
Oh, no, stupid goddamn.
Stupid goddamn. I can just go for this one actually. Yeah. That's so much smarter. Yeah, there we go. I don't know. I was overcomplicating it way too much. Don't think there was anything else here. Yeah, nah.
Please, not now.
Okay. Okay. The Hound Pits, Sculler versus Blackie, which are the most vicious hounds in the city as they rend one another by jaw and fang. Come to the pub known for the best ales and the freshest Blood Ox stew. That sounds interesting. Gun. Not that I'm gonna use it much.
Yeah, but I had to crack skulls. Lazy bastard.
Don't want to work? They don't get their ration of elixir.
Yeah, right, I can see the
Military or
keyhole.
the plague?
What do you do? Do you stay there, or...? Seems like you're staying there.
It's just ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir. Bunch of crap.
Stay there. Yeah, right, that just goes down here. Okay. Still not moving.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Nobody in here. Oh, thank you. You can just stay there. Stay there. There we go. That was close. Nobody here. Need to be careful in case he comes back. That is a thing. I don't know if he does or not. Just waiting a little bit, just to make sure.
By an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance with 1 week's notice.
Okay, I think we're good. Alright, interrogation room. Bad memories with this.
Corvo's unconscious again. Though he's taken more punishment than the 2 men we brought in for interrogation. When he wakes, we'll start again. Having him sign the confession for her murder isn't critical, but it might be useful to us later. The assassination of an empress is not a trivial matter.
Uh-huh. Duty officers report. Duty officers report Corvo's interrogation. Corvo Atano, formerly the Royal Protector, will be brought in for interrogation. This is of utmost importance. The Lord Regent and High Overseer Campbell will conduct the questioning themselves. Follow their orders without hesitation and keep the torturer under control. If Corvo dies in his hands, instead of getting the public execution the Lord Regent wants, it'll be your head that rolls next. Who was that letter addressed to, actually? No, not this one. Duty officers report. Keep the torturer. I don't know who that's addressed to. Because, like, the only 3 people during the interrogation were the torturer, High Overseer Campbell, and the Lord Regent, so... which is a spy master. So I don't actually know. The Trials of Aptitude, excerpt from a book on the esoteric practices of the Abbey. Once a child shows the proper inclination, he is marked. Overseers are assigned to study the subject surreptitiously in order to determine whether this inclination is supported by cosmological conditions and other signs ongoing throughout the year. At the end of the cycle, those befitting the further testing are removed from their homes some hours before dawn and must begin the march to an outpost outside the city. There, the children undergo ritual preparation and evaluation until the last night of the month of rain, when they make a pilgrimage to Whitecliff. During an elaborate ceremony, it is determined which of the children will become overseers and which must be put down. Like I said, fucked up religion. We've got the bomb. Alright. I think that's all for in here then. Yard time.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
I'm moving. Ooh, I don't like. I don't think he's. Nope. Fuck me. Yeah, I'm just gonna reload. When was this? That was just now. Okay, we're good. God damn it. No. Okay. Damn it.
Ackworth, you lazy slug. Did you patrol the
I knew I didn't like that spot.
Sorry, not yet. I was gonna report that boiler leak from yesterday.
Forget it. Just do your
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Okay. Just needed it to be a bit quicker.
Tell me again what you'll do if Slackjaw and his Bottle Street boys jump you.
You always amuse me.
Yeah, Richie. I'll do that in a minute. Just want to get out of this place. Oh, you have a key. Is that a key I want? Might want that key actually. This one doesn't seem to move, so I just need to wait for that one to walk back probably.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel
Yard key. Maybe I didn't need it then. Oh well, still got it.
Yeah, but everything has to be set up today.
I can't wait to see his head roll. Not everyone did, but I really like the Empress.
Alright, let's do the wheel quickly. What do we got now? Hey, some high numbers this week. 600. Alright. This, and so 100,300. 100,300. Oh god, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. This is bad.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's
I
notice.
heard you got eaten alive in car. Shut up.
Okay, we're just gonna have to wait a little bit.
Stupid goddamn.
This one is gonna look here, is he? No, thankfully. God.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
But you don't want to go back not facing the door. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Close the door. Okay, we're good. Alright. One in here. Don't come in here, please. Thank you. Hello? Can I not? Thank you.
By an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Okay.
Stupid god. Nothing, son of.
Oh shit, I forgot there were people here. Okay, there's also one up there. Yeah, there he is. I think I'm gonna wait for him to do another round. I should have just knocked him out. I don't know why I didn't. This would have made things so much easier. Well. Nah. Yes. Yeah, we're good. Alright. This one is coming this way? No, now he is, so. Gonna have to wait. Soon as he turns back.
scary?
Blow off.
There we go. And now you. And then we're out of here. Come on, turn around. There we go. Alrighty. We good? Nothing? I think we're good. Alrighty. Oops. Get out. Go, 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 go. Free. Free at last. Not trespassing. Lurking. TLDR rehearsals were bad, we didn't get to do Act 2 and now we will never get to do it outside of the dress rehearsal. Oh. That sounds fun. You're having a fun night, I see. Oof. Well, I hope you can get some sleep. Dunwall Sewers. Fugitive. You have escaped Coldred prison with the help of hidden allies. If you can reach the Wrenhaven River, they promise to aid you in your next move. Permanent sleep. Maybe not permanent. That would be kind of sad.
Use some kind of explosive to blast his way out. That doesn't happen by accident.
You think he had help? Who'd know how to do that?
Bottle Street gang, maybe. Watch for booby traps.
Rats.
Could be some down here by the look of it.
Good. If we're lucky, one of them will get Corvo.
You're afraid of him? He's Sir Conan. It's all merchants and whores down there.
Kids like you never saw what he was like. I saw him fight 3 to 1 in the practice yard. He's a whirlwind.
I hope it's me that finds him.
Right.
It is too.
Sure. Note from a friend. Corvo, if you're reading this, it means our plan worked and you've broken free from Coldridge. One of our contacts has hidden weapons for you somewhere deeper in the sewers. Grab the gear and find Samuel where these tunnels dump out into the river. He will bring you to us. A friend who will meet you soon. Goodbye, friends. That is quite an ugly sight. I'm pretty sure they eat everything, yeah. Yeah, there's nothing left. No, thank you. Yeah, maybe underwater, my best shot. Or maybe we're fine. Well, didn't matter. Ooh. This is one of my favorite parts of the game, just in general, the background storytelling. Damien's journal. Amanda and I only had enough coin to buy half the elixir we needed. Even that's all gone now, and there's nothing to do but wait. We're very sick, and there's no place above to hide from the city watch. They're breaking into houses all over our district, so we'll stay here and share the last hours together. Our fire will keep the rats away, but they'll inherit this city. Damien. That's so sad. Damn it. Sorry. Is there anything down here? No. Oh yeah, this spot.
Aren't we supposed to load the bodies in the cars headed to the flooded district?
Yeah, screw that. That's too far. I don't want to catch the plague, do you?
No. Doesn't the elixir prevent it?
Maybe. Either way, let's just jump down there. The rats eat.
Damn it. Okay. Hey rats. Go eat. Thank you. Goodbye.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Any evidence as to his whereabouts must be delivered to the City Watch at once.
Rats, dude. No one will keep us from death. You cannot kill the rat plague. Right. Is there a way to get past without? Don't think I can jump over it. Yeah, nah. Unless... There we go. Disarm and loot, thank you. Bottle Street. Ow, I did not see that one. Damn. Thankfully it didn't hit too hard. To the Lord Protector, greetings Corvo, or shall I say Lord Protector, as you were known before that title was wrongfully taken from you. We are servants of the Empire and of the true Empress. A group of loyalists who want very much to meet you. Take these weapons, crafted for you of the finest materials in the Isles, and meet with our man, Samuel, near where these tunnels spill into the Renhaven River. All haste and luck. We share a common purpose. Yeah. Neat. Tunnel water district, main pumping station. Then jump. There we go. Thank you. Jelly's share. Jelly. In case you're too daft to remember, look to your whiskey for the answer. Whiskey. Got it? If you want your share, you'll sort it out. If not, I'll come I'll come back for it next month. Whiskey. Oops. 451? 451, I guess. Yeah, okay. Hey. Thank you.
He won't get past me, sir.
Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard.
Bastard.
Smells like a dead Reaper in here.
Okay. Oh, I don't think I ever dropped on there. I always drop like from there.
They come here to die sometimes in the dark. Just slip into the water, don't come out.
Alright, let's see.
I wonder how deep it is. I can't see the bottom.
Yeah, you're not even looking at it, my guy. Don't need the drop assassination, that's not something I'm interested in. Oh. Yeah. You'll be fine, right? You'll be fine.
Hey, don't you owe me a drink? You always amuse me.
Nothing interesting, no. Don't know what that is. If I drop down there, I cannot come back up here. Gotta be careful. Also, yeah, there's this room here. Dead Hermit's Note. It's here by the Wrenhaven. I'll make my last home. It stinks to the void, but my grandmom's hogfish stew will drive the odor away. I remember sailing out on this river to the great ocean, that vast blinding light and blue water. I was a tender 15, and our nets were always full to bursting. The old days before everything went to shit. Any way it goes, it's either the boost of the watch against my skull, the teeth of the rats on my bones, or the trembles of the plague all over my skin. Don't matter none to me. This wall is so inviting, isn't it? Oh, hello. Almost missed that. Thankfully they cannot look up more than eye level, apparently. Okay, so I want to go that way. Go. Neat. I think this is it. We made it.
Attention, the assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Any evidence as to his whereabouts must be delivered to the city.
Corvo, over here. Quickly, I'm a friend.
Hey Samuel, good to see you. City of Dunwall Waterworks.
I'm Samuel, and I work for some good people who want very much to meet you. They said you'd come out here. I could still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here.
Alright, let's go. Probably didn't get ghosts for this one, but oh no, actually, I got it. Let's go. Somebody found an unconscious body? Really? Huh. Nobody killed at least. Alright. Alrighty then. Hidden in an old bar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the loyalists in our circle to learn what they've got in mind. Hunpit's Pub. Actually, I might kill a little bit here. It's already been an hour. We will be right back. And we're back. Alright. Let's go meet the band.
This is the Hound Pits pub, closed for business after the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose and he don't know a thing. Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart.
As he
Take
should.
him to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
We love Samuel. Samuel is the fucking goat.
I expect they're hard at work in there. Best join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed the Empress. I'm sure the Admiral is anxious to meet you. It wasn't easy getting you here. I wouldn't hang about if I were you. From what I understand, time's getting short.
Anything out here? I doubt it. Yeah, not right now. I think there is some stuff in the front though.
Welcome to the Hound Pit pub, sir.
Hey,
How may I help?
Cecilia.
Hello, sir. I am Wallace, and this is Cecilia. We have been informed of your arrival and will do our best to stay out of your way while you conduct your business.
Yes. Lydia's a servant here as well.
If I may, I am the personal assistant to Lord Pendleton, and one of the senior servants at Pendleton House, as was my father. Now I am entrusted with this house, the home of the Loyalists. I have never seen the Admiral fail at any venture. If order can be restored to the city of Dunwall, I believe he can do it. If anyone can get your old life back, it's him.
Sure.
I don't need to tell you, if the authorities investigated this place, we would be hard-pressed to explain ourselves.
Yeah,
We
I can
brought a
bet.
few trifles over from Pendleton Manor. A touch of home in these trying times. Your room in the loft should assure your privacy. Lord Pendleton was once a close ally to the Lord Regent, but there was a great shuffling of the aristocratic families. My lord was attacked by vipers from all sides. I understand you were once welcome at court before the murder. May I say I am relieved to have another man here who knows the courtly world. This building has stood here for over 3 centuries. As long as Lord Pendleton calls it home, I would defend it with my life. I may well have to.
Alright, Wallace. From the very first moment I met him, the first time I played this game, Wallace just gave me an annoying vibe. Not necessarily bad or evil, just annoying. Yeah, that's gonna be for later. Nothing there.
Attention all citizens. Curfew extends from sundown to sunrise unless you are otherwise authorized. Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary. Remember, the boldest measures are the safest.
Notice to all patrons, in light of the recent and terrible rat plague, this establishment is closed to the general public until further notice. Once the plague has passed, we will happily take your coin again and provide you with nights of debauchery and merriment. Admiral Farley Havelock. Farley? That's your name? Farley? Okay. Welcome to Hound Pit's Tavern of Dunwall. Best whiskey of the city. Dogfights every evening. Welcome. Opening hours 8 AM, 11 PM. Damn, I feel like 11 PM is very early for a pub.
So it's starting at last, Admiral. You found our man. Even after 6 months in Coldridge Prison, he slipped out like it was nothing.
Yes. Not surprising. He was the personal bodyguard of the Empress. You've heard the stories.
Yes, I have. It still amazes me that someone could get to the Empress and young Lady Emily.
No one knows the real story, Trevor. We all have our suspicions. We'll know the truth in time.
He's strong and quick. But I hope he understands subtlety as well.
This isn't one of your fancy dress parties. The reality is that we need men killed. Have you ever killed a man?
Only with my wit. But it's a fair point as always. He'll be here soon, and I'm looking forward to meeting him.
Well, indeed, I am here very soon.
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pits pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with him. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes, Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested. Good to have you with us, Corvo. Nothing against the others, but there's no substitute for a man who's done his service for the crown. Have you talked to Piero yet? He made the weapons we left for you on your way out of Coldridge Prison. Go see him when you can. Piero still wants a word with you. He's not a diplomat, but he's a brilliant man. Samuel is a blessing. Without him, we couldn't navigate the waters of the river at night. We keep our lights low to avoid prying eyes.
Like I said, we love Samuel.
What I wouldn't give to be back at sea. I told them I'd be damned if I sail under a usurper's flag. You should have seen their faces. Curse the Lord Regent. I might have taken to piracy after the Navy, but then inspiration struck me, and I started assembling our little group here. The Empire was built on its Navy. Never forget that. I served proudly until the bureaucrats took over. Pendleton's a good man. Used to be close to that snake, the Lord Regent himself. Don't be fooled by the fact that Pendleton's a noble, though. Not all of them are terrible. I bought this bar years ago. There were some happy times here before the plague hit the city. Before the Empress was killed and everything went to shit. We'll make it.
Yeah, I guess I don't fully remember what this world looks like on the map. But I think it's like mostly islands, at least this kingdom, this area. So it does make sense that the Navy would be a big part of this, of how the Empire came about. Damn it. God damn, I love this series. Yeah, I've only played the first game like a few years ago where I 100%ed it, got all the achievements. Had to get like 2 or 3 runs out of it. But I've never played the sequels. And I've been craving like story-heavy games, so I decided to finally get back on that. Only thing I gotta say is the voice actor changes for the Outsider. Really? Oh damn, I haven't seen him yet again. I just started, but I remember his voice acting being so good. Damn, is it so good at least in the second game? Like it's not just a full-on disappointment, it's just a bit jarring, I hope. Because the voice acting is really good in these games, I agree.
Pleased to meet you, Master Corvo. I saw you at court in happier days, but you might not remember. I was once a close ally to the Lord Regent, Hiram Burroughs, back when he was just the spy master. He's one manipulative bastard.
Hiram Burroughs, that's his name, right? I forgot. You're gonna love too. It's actually so fucking good. I won't spoil, but the one mention you go to is incredibly well made. Whiplash on. Okay, good. At least there's that. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff about 2. I think the biggest thing that I've heard about 2 that is a big step up from the first game is that there is a lot more stealth and like pacifist element to the second game. Because in the first game, there's really not much if you want to do a pacifist run, which is very unfortunate.
There's something distinguished about you, Corvo. Was there nobility back in your family line? I wouldn't be surprised. Did you know I'm distant kin to the late Empress and her line? Not close enough, sadly. I'll never be emperor. Most of the nobility went straight over to the Lord Regent's side after the Empress died. Easiest thing to do. But to me, a noble birth requires a sense of loyalty. This city has fallen into ruin since the plague struck. These poor weepers moaning and bleeding from the eyes. They say there's no cure for the plague once it advances that far. Terrible.
Indeed.
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman.
Hey, don't talk about Samuel like that.
To suffer as I have. Speaking of which, Wallace, please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
Pendleton, you are such a complicated man. Only thing I hated about the game so is to be a good boy, you gotta play stealth when a lot of games combat is actually so good. Yeah, I'm fine with stealth. I love stealth in games. It's my favorite thing. Puppmaster room key. I don't know if I've ever found this before. Oh. A Gaffer's Tale, Volume 1. I remember this. Excerpt from the Travel Journal of a Young Whaler. A Gaffer's Tale, Volume 1, or A Gaffer's Early Adventures. My sister Nina and I left Tivia together, saying goodbye to our aunt, the woman who had raised us since childhood. Leaving behind our home city of Yahoo and the cold, but beautiful white landscapes we had always known, we boarded the ship for Donwell. Our parents had left us with a sizable inheritance, and we spent half of this getting to the capital city and establishing a small import shop dedicated to Tivian furs. Once I'd helped Nina establish the business, I was free to pursue my dream. Signing on with a whaling ship was the most exciting thing I'd ever done, and I saw it as a means to an end. Someday I would captain my own crew and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell, and I did not see her again for many months. As an apprentice to the gaffer, I got to see the tracking and killing of the great beasts up close. Nothing had ever fired my spirits so, as the wind and pounding waves, racing after a wounded whale, being pulled by a skein of cables embedded in its thick flesh. I changed more in those first 7 months than I had in the previous 7 years. Whaling was beginning to put its mark on me so that Nina barely recognized me when I returned, tanned and sinewy with muscle, weather creases already wrinkling the corner of my eyes. But she could see that I was filled with joy, having found my purpose. That sounds all nice and pretty. Just wish certain decisions were tied to good endings, not a whole plate style. Yeah, that's fair. Also, I just gotta say this, whoever made the lower area and the deep docks in this song, I hope every casserole they make burns for the rest of their life. Yeah, Like, technically I should have played Silksong tonight, but I'm really not feeling it right now. That game is so draining, and I just did not feel it. Admiralty and the Fleet. Excerpt from a book on naval history. While each of the Isle has some form of naval fleet, none is more envied than that of Crystal, with its long proud history of great ships and the admirals who command them. Boys come of age in the cities of Crystal, hoping to someday captain such a ship, and family dynasties are made by those captains who track down infamous pirates or crush seditious uprisings, as during the Morley insurrection. In times of war and peace, Crystal continues to innovate at sea. The ship designed of Anton Sokolov himself now represent the highest standard in the whaling trade, allowing crews to haul their kill up over the deck and begin their butchery and processing, even as the ship returns to Dunwall. So those are the ship we saw earlier. The crews can be seen working on their latest whale as the ship moves slowly up the Renhaven River, coming to dock with one of the most powerful warehouses companies such as the Greaves Whaling House. Suspended in the rigging overhead and backlit by the setting sun, the silhouette of one of these creatures make a moving sight as it cruises to its final resting place in the industrial heart of the capital city. God, I love this world so much. The world building is so good. I won't lie, I like the game, but some difficulty and it feels so artificial, like more annoying with the 13. Yeah, that's one of my big complaints about Silksong. There are so fucking many flying enemies that just fly away from you when you try to jump and attack them. It's so annoying, and that is definitely one of the things I hate the most. That and just like map traversal in general is so much less forgiving than the first game. Like, everything kills you so fast, and it's just, again, it's very draining. I'm still enjoying it, but not as much as the first game. Just use tools and you don't have unlimited tools, and also I don't know. I'm just not a tool guy in games. I just want to slash stuff. Yeah. Havlog, log entry 1. It has been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. They have not returned, so I can only hope that they succeed in getting the packages delivered. The AO spent considerable time and resources making those things. If I could find a way to mass produce them, the Dunwall Navy would secure its place as the dominant force on the globe. But back to Corvo. Can he actually break out of Coldridge, and if so, will he make his way here? I personally give him odds of 1 in 5. Well, I am here. The lore of this game is yummy. Yeah, it really is, and that's the reason why I've never found a let's play of this game that I enjoy watching, because everyone I see play this game, like on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, skip every fucking note and journal entries and stuff, and it just breaks my heart, because that's the best part of the game in my opinion. And I just cannot watch someone just skipping all past that.
Log entry 1-4. It seems we have moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and is en route to the staging location. With Pendleton's voting block and my military connections, all we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible... to the point, we need a man who can kill the bastards for us. Corvo is more than capable of that, I have no doubt. N-bomb.
I like Havelock.
Switch. Where the hell is it?
I like Havelock. Last thing about the flying enemies, so don't you love when you approach them? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a big problem with them.
Unless you are otherwise authorized. Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary. Remember, the boldest measures are the safest.
Shut up. Even to this day, so far 2 is very graphically pleasing. This one still stands up. Oh yeah, I was talking about that earlier. For a 2012 game, this game still looks amazing. And like I've talked about it in the past, and the reason for it is definitely the art style. Like the oil painting aesthetic of it is just timeless. This game will still look good in 30 years. Obviously, it will look somewhat dated, but it will look good still. Hey,
My,
Lydia.
you must be Corvo. I am Lydia.
Yeah, exactly.
At your service. Your room is upstairs and ready. When they told me who it was, well, I thought you'd be older, like the Admiral. I'm sorry it's so dark. We can't risk being seen. It is a bit romantic, though, isn't it?
Sure. Very romantic. Sure.
I used to be the hostess here. Oh, I can tell you stories about that, believe me. You can call on Cecilia for the more menial tasks. It's what she's suited for.
The Lord Regent has decreed that
I hope the bed's to your liking.
will remain
Let me know if you
through
have
the
trouble
month of rain.
sleeping.
Stay alert and stay
Is she a thing on me? Can I get that key? No, I can't. I talked to you, yeah. That's what more games need to learn, just doing realism well blend every game. Yeah, yeah. I hate how every game these days want to be photorealistic. Like, it's just... Give me a style, give me a good aesthetic over, like, realism. Harpooner's song. What will we do with the drunken whaler? Feed him to the hungry rats for dinner. Slice his throat with a rusty cleaver. Stuff him in a sack and throw him over. Yeah. That goes with the vibe of the game. Litany on the White Cliff. Excerpt from a series of Overseer Invocations by High Overseer Abraham Templeton. And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here that we unite against the spirits of the unknown that will drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as a rod to those who will stray from the herd, for the foggy gray waste of the outsider. We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions so that others will not lose their way. And to those who choose to wander beyond the walls of our homes, in far places, we will strike at them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt. Again, fucked up religion. This is where it all goes wrong. Gaffer's Tale, Volume 2. Excerpt from the travel journal of a whaler in his final years. A Gaffer's Tale, Volume 2, or A Gaffer's Final Passage. After more than a quarter of a century, I am done with whaling. Too broken to continue. I've seen all the corners of the Isles and made more coin than most men see in a lifetime. But it's all gone. I've lived through an emperor and watched his daughter take the throne. Fair young empress she was, but slain so young. Everything beautiful comes to die. I've eaten in every port of the known world, and sailed in the loneliest waters you could imagine. I've seen the cliffs around Pendicia. Even the best of it doesn't give me an ounce of joy. The years come back across my dreams as a line of butchered bodies, long, sleek, and singing among the waves under the moonlight, only to be speared by ugly, weather-scarred men who'd knife each other for a good pair of boots. Each year I had less time to come home. My tongue forgot the language of small chatter, and those who lived in the cities thought me odd. My sister Nina hardly knew what to say to me during our visits. When she lost her business to the Lord Regent's crooked barrister, I was 100 miles east of Morney, gaff hand frozen from the sleet as we tracked the first bull whale we'd seen in months. I helped her as much as I could, but Nina died in the early days of the plague. None of it mattered. If I'm jaded and bitter, it's because this industry has taken away my dream. The world has beaten me. This still gets me, man. This is probably like the 4th or 5th time I read this, and it still gets me. This is so tragic. Also, there's more art styles that can be pushed to their limits for creativity, like claymation even. Yeah. Man.
River traffic is forbidden from landing in the
Fucking Gaffer's Tale.
due to risk of infectious
The Shadow on Bitter Leaf. Excerpt from a longer work of fiction. Finding my way by the feeble light of the dying fire, I saw her working. A large needle moved in her hand, following precise esoteric patterns, knots and loops of seamstress craft from ancient days. Beneath her needle, his body clenched and shuddered, shaking the wooden table. A morbid fascination pushed me closer until she turned her blank face towards me, resting the needle in his flesh. With a refined tone, she addressed me. So, you are the lover, I presume. You too have been unfaithful, and it is now your turn to be mended. Oh, that looks fucked up. That sounds fucked up. I'm kind of really interested to read the rest, but unfortunately I don't think they exist. I forget, did you watch many Studio Ghibli movies? I watched, like a few years ago I did kind of like a marathon, and I watched quite a few, but not all of them. I got distracted by something else, and I stopped. I don't remember. I think I stopped at the... What is it, like the beaver one or something? Was it beavers? I don't remember. Give me a second. Can I just get all their movies? No, Porco Rosso, I think it was. Yeah. So I didn't watch many of them. I watched like 5 of them. But for those 5, yeah, so I watched Castle in the Sky, Grave of the Fireflies, My Neighbor Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service, and Only Yesterday. I should go... Yeah, I should go back to watching the rest of them. Oh, hello. You scared the shit out of me for a second. Holy hell. I'm sorry. Am I bothering you? Yeah, I need to, because like there's so many that I haven't seen that I know are really good, like Princess Mononoke. I've heard so much good about it. Yeah. The Young Prince of Tivia. Excerpt from a theater play. Lord Nathan Bale, shaking with outrage. How dare you, sir, clothe so in my very home? I shall hand you over to the watch, depraved Tivian. Prince Calisar moving closer. That's a harsh welcome for royalty, my lord. Your daughter treated me with much more hospitality. Alas, she has gone out for the evening, leaving me all alone. Lord Nathan Bale stammering, studying the younger men before him. What are you doing? Leave this house. Go back to your frozen wasteland, pale rascal. Prince Calisar, smiling coyly, reaching out. No need for anger between us, Lord Bale. Is it so wrong for me to be here? As I've proven, I've developed an affinity for you and your family. Lord Nathan Bale, gasping. Oh my, Calisar, your skin is so warm, it burns. So stupid, man. So fucking stupid. I need the rest of that play. Like legit, I need to see how we got to that point. That one is where they give up the lo-fi girl studying.
Attention Dunwall citizens.
That does make sense. Never thought about it before, but that is very much a Studio Ghibli vibe, that gift.
Do not attempt to approach or destroy a river crust. Any items recovered from doing so are considered state property.
I'm rich. Alright. I'm back here. I haven't seen Cecilia. Where's Cecilia? Just up in my bedroom, isn't she? I think. Is she? No? Huh. Where is she? I need to speak with her. She's my favorite character in the whole game, probably. Oh, there she is. Hello, where did you come from? Were you just hidden here?
The Admiral served in the Navy under the Empress. But something happened with the Lord Regent that drove the Admiral out. If I understand it right.
Did you have a favorite from what you watched? Give me a second. Oops. Which one was it? Yeah, I think I really liked Only Yesterday. I don't think it's one of their most popular ones. I very rarely hear it being talked about, but I really like the slice of life thing with it. I don't even remember what it was about, but I remember liking it a lot. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind definitely is in my top one. Only Yesterday was good, but when the character smile and the cheekbone showed, it was strange to me. That's fair. But I just remember enjoying the story a lot for what it was.
That we aren't to carry lamps outside. Maybe you haven't seen much of it, but the city has changed a great deal after the Empress died. Since the Lord Regent took over, the city watch is best avoided. Most people try not to go outside at all. We can't leave the pub. I've nowhere to go anyway. My apartment was in the flooded district.
That's sad. Greaves Lightning Oil. High grade and undiluted. Suitable for homes and industry. Good for the city, good for us all. Oh. Sokolov's Elixir. The most popular formula in the city. Promotes and robust health and fitness. Sure to protect your family from the ravages of the Rat League. The Golden Cat. Damn it. The finest ladies in all the Isles. Butterleaf Crematorium and Fluid Works allow us to remove your departed loved. Alright, let's go see, I was gonna say Sokolov. He will kill me if I called him Sokolov. Let's go see Piero. Wait. Oh. Here's a list if you need one to... Oh yeah, I was just going through with the Wikipedia one. Oh shit, there are more on this one apparently. I've never seen Value of the Wind actually. Apparently that's the first one they released. Alright then. Good to know. It was interesting about the character dealing with small traumas from the childhood. Yeah, like I said, I really don't remember it at all. I just remember liking it a lot. Hey Pio, how's it going?
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin. No! This cannot happen now. The tank of
I forgot about these things.
Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. The oil's unstable. When it explodes, there's a terrible mess.
Yeah, let me just explore your workshop before. A second solution. The voice acting in this is really great too. Yeah, no, the voice acting in the first game at least, and I imagine the rest. I mean, all of Arcane games usually have really great voice acting. Excerpt from a series of newspaper articles from prominent natural philosophers by Piero Joplin. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov's Elixir over my own formula, sold as Piero's Remedy, a name I did not choose if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its usual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal, if not superior. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because this strain works with an efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled unrivaled in its effectiveness. I have studied it within the blood of those so afflicted, and it is nearly perfect. Elegant, in fact. And while it is true that Pierrot's remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has properties not fully understood, which relate to the mind itself and the spirit. And it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to this contest. For you see, Sokolov's elixir, with its emphasis on brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variance in the key ingredients making Pierrot's remedy ensures that it works on the higher functions that separate the humankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Renhaven River. Yeah, very unbiased Pierrot, huh? Pierrot's request is denied. Pierrot, no, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal? Tivian ore? What's wrong with the metals in crystal? King Sparrow feathers? If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly, but this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchases unless they are absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one's going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. Last thing I'd say about the Gilby stuff, after you watch one, there's so many video essays on them. Oh, I can imagine. I definitely can imagine. Dead counter responsibilities. Excerpt from a manual on new city watch procedures. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given out to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have in common in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms, called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test and, if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coins and rations of elixir at 1 1/2 normal pay grade. That's not too bad. Failed experiments. Excerpt from a series of lectures on natural philosophy by Pierrot Joplin. Of course I have attempted to improve upon Sokolov's designs. Of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We are all part of a community, striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov is no exception to this, despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the aristocracy. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risk. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. But a few short years ago, you would have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon or walls of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. Hey Clover, hello, how's it going? I think you can come in here and just say because you can. And that's shot to be bullied. Yeah, we don't bully Spenda tonight, though. She has been having a rough night. Is the I know this is a reference to something. I remember reading about it. I think it's Portal, but I'm not fully 100% sure. It looks very much like Portal, so that's why this came up in my mind first. But I don't remember if it was that or something else. I just remember that being a reference to something. Pierre's Door to Nowhere. The Door to Nowhere has proven to be a safety hazard, but for me this project is an endless source of inspiration. Looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card back. That's true, it does. With the proper application of energies, I believe I can transform the door frame into a windows of sorts, one that will allow a traveler to cover the distance from my workshop to some distant arbitrary point in a single step. Currently, the step leads to a sheer drop straight down the courtyard, but in time it will bridge gaps that will boggle the mind. Such work is many years away, to be sure, but if I survive this play, I'm sure to succeed. Yeah, it has to be Portal. It has to be a Portal reference. Whale Vivisection. Excerpt from the notes of a natural philosopher aboard a whaling ship. Remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variance in physiology. On the second leg of the trip, east of Tivia, the crew hauled aboard a female, some 42 feet in length. I estimate she weighed 35 tons and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her trashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the mass of tentacles around her mouth. Within, I found a row upon a row of teeth and a baleen running up along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assumed she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. Whale Oil Processing. Excerpt from the founder of the Greaves Whale House by Ebenezer Greaves. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks, with lines cast from the main ship and from several smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep. Once it's caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which is used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck, then lift them into the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creature, slicing off the fattiest part while it still lives. I don't like that. I do not like that at all. Whale Oil Refilling Station. Sokolov no longer has the upper hand with regards to supplies of whale oil. The good admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it in the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is complete, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the full tanks. They are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly for once.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time and then observe them for years if need be to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop.
Sounds very ethical.
Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
Yeah. Right. I don't know, Pio. You sound a little bit
Perfect. Now plug it in.
like a mad scientist.
Just get it near the receptacle. Magnetism will... Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Center lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I
Not
could
quite.
create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you.
I want the zoom. That's the big one I need. Give me the zoom. Where's the zoom? Thank you. What else? Anything else? Bone charms. There we go. That'll be good enough for now.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
Yeah, I think I explored everything I could for now.
Sleep well.
Somewhere else. Here he comes. That's not right. That's very much not right. I always really like the concept of this. The whole outsider thing in general. And like the void.
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world. Great forces that we call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Come find me.
Yeah, I've always really liked the concept of this. You cannot save her, you cannot save her, you cannot save her, you cannot save her. How has Grandma been doing? Not too bad now that I finally recovered from my cold. Or whatever it was. Much better. Emily. Emily's letter. Corvo, I am very sad. They say that you're dead like mother, but I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it, so please come for me if you can. I will, Emily. I will. Alright, these things.
Days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands.
Such a weird item.
With this heart,
whoever
you will hear
thought
many
of
secrets,
this?
and it will guide you toward my runes. no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
Equipping the heart. The heart will whisper, yeah.
This place is the end of all things, and the beginning.
And the fact that it's the voice of the Empress.
All of time is meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries. Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky. The one who walks here is all things, cradle songs of comfort and bones gnawed by teeth. This is the place from which those who dabble in the black arts draw their power. And this place is their doom. I can feel a great age ending. This place is the end of all things, and the beginning.
Such a weird fucking item. Oh.
All of time is meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries.
Well, we got our first rune. Probably blink. Dark Vision feels like such a fucking cheat code. I never really liked it much. Oh, I can't upgrade it more. Okay. Position could also be good. That's not lethal, and I don't think it makes you discover. I don't think it ruins the ghost. Bend time could also be good eventually. Devouring Swarm is lethal. Wind Blast is more for combat thing. Vitality is good. Bloodthirsty combat. Agility is good. Shadow Kill, not really good. Okay.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
Of course you will. The Houndpits Pub. Hidden in the bar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the loyalists in their circle to learn what they've got in mind. Haven't been able to sleep yet. I'm usually passing out 3 or 4 hours ago lately. Well, that's good, I think. Not the fact that you can't right now, but... yeah, I think it's a good time for you to sleep, I think. Bone Charms. Bone Charms provide small supernatural benefits. Locate them by listening for the song they emit. By default, you can activate up to 3 Bone Charms at once in the Bone Charm section. I'm pretty sure I have so many here at the start because of the DLC thing, but I don't mind too much. I'm also pretty sure they're random. Like, you won't always get the same ones at the start, or like whenever you pick one up. Void Channel, Power Effects, White Rats can be consumed for mana, White Rats won't attack you. That could be decent. Wind Sword versus Sword, I don't really want to fight. Shot Whiskey Bottle, explode with return intensity. Damage from 5 explosions. Breaking glass sound is moderately reduced, that could be good. Moderate keyhole peeping magnification, maybe? Breath capacity in water. Drop assassination gives you sure. Drop assassination, quick dodge, swim speed. can have 5 right now if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oh no, I can have... Oh, never mind. I can have them all. Ready? Okay. Alright. It's not like it's super game changing in a way. Okay, so we got 4 books. And these are long DLC ones, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, my sleep has been a lot more consistent lately. They has managed to tame my to tame me completely fucked. To tame my completely fucked sleep schedule. That's good, that's great. I've also been starting with this week, I've also been getting back on track too, so we're all doing our part. Alright, lots of reading here, so let's get started. Rumors and sightings. Loud. Excerpt from the Overseer Covert Field Report. Nice, good job, yeah. I think a big part of it is that I've started reading Witcher again with Ralph. We're doing a mini book club thing, and I think it helps me get to bed early, because that's mostly when I read, like between when I get to bed and when I actually sleep. So I think that's yeah. So I think that's why I'm doing so good right now with it. It's only been 2 days, but like 2 consistent days is already a lot for me. For over a year now, I have lived away from the Abbey, without the company of my overseer brethren or the guidance of the blind sisters of the oracular order. Days have passed with me sleeping in the dens of cutpurses, murderers, and worse, and nights have seen me prowling through the worst alleys and wretched corners of Dunwall. I have taken my meals with killers. At times, I have ventured beyond the city walls, meeting in forgotten graveyards and the outlying ruins frequented by those of ill means. My beard has grown long, and I wear the weathered clothing and bits of boiled leather favored by the Bottle Street and Hatter gangs, and by those rough men and women who make their trade knifing others in return for coin. My hands have run red with blood, it's true, but I have selected my targets with care, choosing among those criminals and heretics who are not fit to live, executing them justly, and using their deaths as a means of building my reputation. So far, this trick has allowed me to make my name among my murderous colleagues without taking the lives of the innocent. Still kinda very gray area, I'd say. Not a fan of it. My goal is singular. I must impress the assassin named Dowd in order to get close to him. Of all the practitioners of black magic we have tracked, none concerned the Abbey as much as Dowd. It is said that his mother was a witch from one of the archipelagos of the Pendician coast, taken captive by pirates venturing far from the Isles. According to the legend, by the time the ship returned, the captain was dead and the witch controlled the crew, with Dowd still a shadow in her belly. The earliest stories tell of a gang killer without mercy, moving among the shopkeepers and city watch officers of Dunwall like a reaper through wheat. Then a period of silence followed. Years, we now believe, he spent traveling the Isles, studying anatomy and the occult in the great halls of learning and in the hidden basement frequented by fellow dabblers in the forbidden arts. Dowd is even purported to have spent a winter in the Academy of Natural Philosophy itself, and for a time, before a schism developed, he counted the Brigmore witches among his allies. Hey, Brigmore witches, that's a DLC. All the while he honed his craft, and it is during this time that we believe he began to consort with the outsider. New reports emerged of a dusty-skinned assassin paid by the elite to eliminate their rivals in Dunwall and in the other major cities across the Isles. Those who saw him and lived numbered in the handful, but all of them reported something strange. He appeared and vanished like smoke. From a nearby rooftop, he gestured and a noble woman stumbled from a balcony, falling to her doom on the cobblestone below. Most recently, as this new threat of plague has risen in Dunwall, Dowd has been seen leading a gang of men in dark leather, dressed as factory whalers and vapor masks. They seem loyal beyond comprehension for one so unworthy, leading me to wonder if some of his magic is dedicated to lulling their minds, enslaving them. Only a month ago, one young girl claims to have come upon a strange scene. Carrying a bottle of milk home to her crippled brother, she was taking a shortcut through the tailor's district. In a narrow street, she passed beneath a window and heard unusual sounds from within. Pushing aside the ratty curtain, the girl saw into an abandoned apartment used by miscreants for gambling and trading harbor weed. An occult shrine had been erected against the far wall, which she recognized from the teaching given by her local overseer. A man she described as resembling Dowd was kneeling before the shrine, muttering to an unseen spirit as if in argument. He took a carving made of pale bone from the altar before him, and the lights all went out in a gush of unclean wind. Quiet as a field mouse, she slipped away, running until she reached her home. There can be no doubt. Dowd is an agent of the outsider and must die, for there is no limit to the evil this man might do. This is my solemn oath and the great purpose of my life. Until Dowd is dead, okay, and its corruption has been purged from the world, I will continue to move among the depraved, winding my way toward them. I will not drop my guise or don my overseer's mask again until Dowd breathes no more. Dowd is such an interesting character in this game. Field Survey Notes, The Royal Spy. Excerpt from the personal memoir of Hiram Burroughs, dated several years earlier. This is the 4th day, month of high cold. Progress continues on the suppression of gang activity in the distillery district, but more slowly than I'd expected. The ruffians operating here have been cunning, I'll grant them that, but it's only a matter of time. I'll see their leader flag in public and sent beneath the royal executioner's blade. If I had my way, that mute bastard would be working night and day removing the heads that need removing. Internally, the Empress does not seem pleased with my investigations. It seems that it is beyond her thinking, against her very nature as a trusting person, to believe that traitors move among us, but I know they do. They must. Yeah, you're one, my guy. No, Jessamine will rather spend her time with the royal protector. At least he's likely to stop any immediate threat to her safety, but a strong arm is not what's needed against those who would undermine us. How will Corvo's sword stop a poisoned glass or an explosive delivered by courier? It will not. There are many threats around us, threats requiring meticulous efforts to police. Young Lady Emily is undisciplined, I'm afraid. Here, within Dunwall Tower, she receives instruction from the finest tutors known in the Isles, yet her mother spoils her, and she spends most of her time lost in imagination, wasting her time drawing, or asking Corvo to teach her to fight with wooden sticks. The girl might rule the Empire someday. Every moment spent at play is a moment wasted. What an asshole. Shoring up security for the main gate leading into Dunwall Tower has been another pet project of late. To think that back in his day, Emperor Caldwin left it open to the public during the day, allowing anyone to come and go as they pleased. If it were up to me, I'd seal off access to the streets entirely, but the Empress won't hear of it. The waterlock is much easier to protect, and if it were the only way into the tower, traffic in and out would be greatly reduced. Someday the wrong person is going to slip in and will suffer for it. Mark my words. No amount of security is excessive when it comes to protecting heads of state. The Empress also disapproves of my plans for the Sokolov devices. Sokolov himself has no interest in security, of course, but he's vain and therefore keen to see his inventions deployed in any fashion. This wall of light he's been tinkering with has promise. In any case, at least I was able to convince the Empress to upgrade the pistols carried by the officers of the watch. Why do I worry so when no one else seems to care? If I ever fall asleep, will it all sink into the ocean? Will the rough things clamber over the walls and fill themselves on our flesh? This is what I see in the same dream several times each month. If only I had more say in things, more authority, I could protect us all. Perhaps I have been working too hard. dinner and an evening of conversation with a certain lady of refinement might be in order, perhaps somewhere nice in the estate district. Hiram Burroughs, Royal Spy Master. This is basically a confession to him killing the Empress. Or hiring someone to kill the Empress. Kinda fucked up. Early life and criminal record. Slackjaw. Excerpt from a series of letters sent by a member of the Bottle Street Gang. You want the chinwag on Slackjaw? What he was like when he was young before he got his name? Oh, he's got a cool head now, but it weren't always like that in the days before he was boss of the Bottle Street Gang. Time was, young Slackjaw wasn't such a reasonable man. Like most of us, he grew up on the streets, running with a pack of ragamuffins and avoiding the law pinching whatever he needed. Dark-haired and dark-eyed, smoking a pipe by the age of 10. For them born into the brothels or coming from the orphanages, it was either the gangs or working with the mudlarks, and no one wants that. Some got pressed into the Navy or put down in the mines run by the Pendleton or Boyle families. As hard as it was on the streets, as hungry as we all got, at least we was free. By the time we weren't little uns anymore, Slackjaw was one to watch, usually calling the shots when we took down a farmer's cart or sidewalk street vendor. He'd come up with a plan, give everyone some part to play, and decide on the split. Most of us just went along cause we learned fast that we made out better like that. More food, more coins. Plus, none of us wanted to deal with Slackjaw when he was in a rage. We worked on a couple of big jobs with Black Sally across town, and that was enough to get the attention of the other bosses. He wasn't just a street kid anymore. Now, he was an up-and-comer, which meant trouble. Another guy who fancied himself as such was the Mike the Fish, who was working his way up running the protection racket among the factory women. One fine evening, we were all taking in a body show in the theater house. Mike the Fish and his lot are there in the cheap seats too, just down the aisle from us. Mike gets a wild idea. He wasn't big on planning, and throws a heavy ceramic spittoon at Slackjaw. Hit him square in the face and breaks his jaw. We look to see if there's gonna be a blood draw, but Slackjaw just points at the door and we all leave, with Mike laughing at our backs. Waking up the next day without telling us why, Slackjaw motions for us all to follow. He still can't say a word, so we just come along. We stop at the docks and Slackjaw buys, actually pays coin for it, a heavy chain covered in hooks. It's for fishing in the deep, something you'd attach to a long line off the side of the ship. It's about 4 feet, made of thick links, and there are shark hooks coming off it at different angles. Slackjaw's got that thing wrapped around his left arm, dangling at his side. Not sure how he knew where Mike the Fish was staying, but when we reach his girl's house, Slackjaw throws a bottle through the window just like that. It's almost noon. There's a bunch of screaming inside, and Mike pokes his head out, looking wide-eyed and baffled. When he sees Slackjaw out in the street, a look comes over his face that still gives me the willies. Pure murder. Mike comes out the side door, bellowing like a blood ox, holding a cleaver, heading straight for Slackjaw. When they come together in the street, Slackjaw spins, and the shark hooks bite deep into Mike's arms and shoulders. He screams, but Slackjaw holds onto the chain. He's standing there with his jaw broken, clenched tight, with the chain wrapped around his left arm, hooks sunk into Mike the Fish, just knifing him as fast as he can. Mike couldn't fight very well, hooked like that and using his left hand, but he was a big guy, and it took a lot of stabbing before he went to his knees. Everyone was cheering at first, but then we all went quiet. It just kept going and going, until finally it was just Mike the Fish blubbering, crying like a baby, and the sound of Slackjaw's knife. When it was over, and here's the brilliant part, Slackjaw took out a note and stuck it to Mike's face with a nail. It just said, "If you want a job, come to Bottle Street." Slackjaw didn't talk right for a couple of months, but word spreads fast. By the end of the year, once we had a sizable gang going, he sent out letters to the other bosses, telling them that he was running a brand new crew over on Bottle Street. Most of them laughed or beat up the guys who delivered the letters. Green-eyed Trish even came back missing a thumb. But apparently Slackjaw was expecting that kind of reaction and had a backup plan. A week later, 4 of the bosses were dead. Seemed like a series of unfortunate events, but everyone knew better. One shot dead by the watch while standing in the middle of a meat market, another slipping and falling into the water, out cold. One of the older bosses found in bed with his belly opened wide and the Tibian pear stuffed into his mouth. Still not sure what that meant, and Sheila Barnesworth was found bubbling in the cauldron of hot wax. Slackjaw sent out another set of letters, offers to the underbosses telling them they'd be treated fair as peers. He even sent Green-Eyed Trish with one of the letters. All of the underbosses accepted. After spilling the guts of his main competition, Slackjaw went in for stabilizing the business real neat-like, calling in favors, smoothing things over, giving everyone a little bit of coin or a drink as a bonus, showing what he could be like as a boss. So everything got quiet, which always makes the boys of the City Watch nervous, of course. Word went out among the Royal Spy Master's snitches, the responsible citizen groups they call themselves, telling everyone working in the shop or sweeping off the front steps of their homes to keep watchful eyes for Slackjaw and his men, trying to suss out what they were up to, and what had just happened. But Slackjaw ain't stupid. He greased a few palms among the shopkeepers, and the watch too, telling them that he was in town to stay, and that things would be run properly from now on, without so much blood. He was finally a real boss, ready to settle into the business of moving whiskey, running the hound fights, and offering up the ladies and gentlemen of the night, if you take my meaning. Then the plague came. At first, it seemed like a good thing. A few people got sick, and everyone wanted to buy those potions from Sokolov or Piao. Health elixir, a spiritual remedy they call them. Slackjaw told me he saw an opportunity. We already had an old whiskey factory with a still where we could water the stuff down and sell it discounted. Doing the same with Sokolov's elixir was a smart plan. Pretty soon, everybody in the slums was sick and business was good. But after a while, there were so many people down with plague that everyone got scared. Everybody started acting real nasty, and everything fell apart. When people can't work, they don't have the coin for elixir, watered down or pure. When the Empress died, it seemed like Dunwall would slide into the void. Spymaster Burroughs took over and the Watch started using all that new Sokolov technology. Watchtowers, tallboys, and Denmark pylons. They put up a wall of light across Clavering Boulevard and cracked down hard. But Slackjaw surprised us again. Instead of leaving town on a boat bound for Morley, or one of the other isles, he stayed and kept it all together. We get as much elixir to fight off the plague as the City Watch, with their taxes and rations. And that's kept us alive, so far. Crawley, Waddle Street Gang. That's a whole fucking story. God damn. Last one. The Journal of Granny Rags. Granny Rags. Excerpt from the Ramblings of a Street Denizen. Of course I'll tell you, dearie. I won't keep any secrets from you in the end. All the dreary days of my life are like the windows of a house. From the kitchen, I can see out into the garden where the leaves and stalks are brown and bug-eaten. You can see a little lump of dirt where something was wrapped in a blanket and laid to rest along the rows of twisting vines. The front room looks out into the street, where the neighbors are all setting fire to their homes, barricading themselves in. Warm and snug, dearie. Don't forget about the bedroom either. It sees into a dreary alley where hooligans are playing a game with an old man. The first two are hitting him with sticks, and the girl with them is kicking at his dry old ribs. Oh, to have those bones, to boil them in a pot. No one lives in my house anymore, dearie. No one you'd want to meet. When I lived there with my husband, we were fine people. Vera More, everyone would say. Your house is as grand as Boyle Manor. Better, even. Your dinners are lavish and your parties are the best. When that young Sokolov came to paint my portrait, I was nearly still in my prime. Radiant, he said, and he was just barely a man, so young, painting all the best people across the land. Everyone wanted a portrait by his hands. All my friends. I was the only one, dearie, wet with his paint glistening on the canvas for a pretty coin. But it wasn't all parties and paintings. My husband and I weren't always at home, no. We traveled together, he and I, to the far ends of the Isles, beyond even all the way to the Red Cliffs of Pandysia, to dig in the rock and crawl through the caves, holding up candles and squinting at the walls. Many precious things we came upon, but none so precious as the boy with the black eyes, dearie. All those marks and bones, carved so deep and polished so bright. I brought the old bones home, hid them from my dear husband. Then I learned to boil them and carve them myself. They made such good presents, dearie. The little mute boy took them home. He loved them so. All the time he came back with new bones for me, holding them up so I could see it in his eyes. Even though his tongue was still, Granny, his eyes will say to me, carve these bones for me. Make me another present. And he went so far, all the way to Dunwall Tower, the royal headsman himself now. My little mute boy and his shiny, shiny sword. That's the executioner. Better bones were what I needed, you see. Better bones to carve and polish, scrape and gleam. My dear husband was always tired. I made him soup, and then he was sick. Better bones was all. For my little mute boy, carved in the name of the one with black eyes. And after my husband was gone, given away as birthday gifts, I didn't want to live there anymore. Oh, I forgot about that. She carved her husband's bones. Ugh. So now I'm old and don't have many to give my presents to. It's sifting through the garbage for granny rags and feeding the little birdies that gather at my feet. No one wants to have tea, dearie, especially those rude louts on Bottle Street. Slackjaw and his boys always meddling with an old woman just trying to make her way. In the end, we'll be together with him, you and me, in the dreary night with stars above and below, and always the one with black eyes, dearie. Yeah, we'll meet. Granny Rags, she is a very interesting character, to say the least. Very interesting indeed. Okay. Oh, I forgot about this. This isn't open yet, though, is it? Oh, it is. Hello. Trials of Tutude. I've read that, right? Yes. The Fugue Feast. Excerpt from a book on the celebrations and holidays. At the end of every year, after the last day of the month of Song, we begin the Fugue Feast. The new year has not started, and thus the time that follows is outside the calendar. A period of celebration and feasting begins, during which the people abandon the very practices that keep them whole and healthy over the year. Many leave their homes, euphoric with spirits or potent herbs. Some paint their faces or wear masks to conceal themselves as they pursue their passions without reservations. When the right cosmological signs are observed and it is time for the calendar to begin anew, the sitting high overseer calls for the hymn of the atonement and the feast ends. Families return to their homes, wives to their husbands. Enemies put down their weapons and fires are extinguished. No complaint is given for those who have wronged others, deviated from ancient codes, or discarded oaths, for this time during the astrological alignment does not exist and is not recorded. The following day starts the new year, marked on the first day of the month of Earth, as it has always been. So this is basically a purge situation, it seems. Call to the Spheres, Volume 1. Excerpt from a work of fiction, early chapters. My stomach twisted as the engines of the odd vessel roared louder. It was the creation of Orcado, the third prefect from the Academy of Natural Philosophy. He was exhilarated, savoring each of the small craft's undulations. Orcado pulled the lever, and a great gout of smoke surrounded us. The smell of burning whale oil grew unbearable as the machine propelled itself upward. I was too afraid to look through the window, which suddenly didn't feel thick enough. As if knowing my thoughts, Overseer Bren looked at me and smiled. Recite some of the litany, my pupil. It will protect your heart from the turpitude of the void on our way to the outer spheres.
Elementary sums.
history of the Isles, geography of the Isles, the Seven Strictures, Litany of the White Cliff, sayings of the Overseer. One day we'll get a few new books.
Oh shit, isn't there a... Where's my heart? Here. No? Maybe later in the game. I remember there being a heart or bone charm somewhere in here.
Somewhere in the basements below, hound kills hound, and money changes hands.
Indeed, dogfights.
Such laughter, and they're singing the old songs, linking arms. But that was from a happier time. Deals are made here, sometimes under the influence of wine, and sometimes the influence is the point of a knife. Before the sun rises, they toss any casualties into the river, men or hound. They all go in.
He can't sleep in regular beds anymore, or that's what he says. Says he was in the Navy too long. Can you believe it?
Oh.
That pile of wood out there? It's a hovel he built from an old rowboat. Where does Admiral Havelock find these people, I wonder?
They top off the wine with river water.
Ew.
But eventually someone swoons. Then a fresh
Ew.
bottles are fetched from the cellars.
What a cheap... Ugh.
Their fate rests on your effort, on the strength of your hands, and of your heart. They stood in a circle around the candles, and cut their hands to form their alliance. The blood hissed as it touched the flames.
Sounds very culty.
The conspirators have found a safe home here. They take great care that they are not followed. The ale here is sweetened with honey, to hide the taste of river wine. The sober speak in whispers, the drunk bellow. Fortunes have been won here, and lives have been lost.
Hello,
The old
Cecilia.
man claimed a dark corner and drank himself into oblivion. The hounds were the first to find him. They are burning the whales. Somewhere in the basements below,
Okay.
hound kills hound, and money changes hands. She hides her hands. They are raw and scarred
Good
from
day,
the washing.
Master Corvo.
Good day.
For the common woman, she fears the Abbey and the plague. She
Lydia and I
is
trade chores
in a
sometimes,
shop frequented
and I'm
by
starting to think I
wealthy.
never come out ahead. She's a smart one.
There is nothing common about the work she does every day. Such laughter, and they're singing the old songs, linking arms. But that was from a happier time. All she wants is to lay herself down in the middle of a crumbling street and await death.
Cecilia.
The fabric of the city is made of stuff such as she.
I hope the attic's to your liking. I've slept there myself on summer nights.
Hey Spawn, hello.
She starves so that her children can have bread.
What children? What
I
children
went and
are you
knocked on the
talking
front door
about?
a few nights ago for a joke. No one thought it was funny.
The common folk, simple-minded, selfish, but they can be kind.
My sister lost a tooth last month, fighting off some officer from the City Watch. The sooner the Lord Regent is gone, the better, I say. Just you wait. I'll own this place one day. I've dreamed it.
Interesting. Not the same one.
Corvo seems to have arrived in good shape. Much better than I expected, given what I've seen of Coleridge Prison. He seems willing to work with us, and he shouldn't lack for motivation. The man has lost everything. We'll judge how he performs in the field. And if I can, I'll find a way to test him personally.
Yes, I have played the Bioshock series. I have gotten all achievements on all 3 games. I was honestly thinking about replaying them on stream, but I decided to go for Dishonored instead.
He spies on his neighbors and reports to the overseers.
You're fucked, Wallace. You're such an asshole.
Only
You're
after
actually a
a long
dick.
day of work will he return to his home and family.
You have a family? Dude, I cannot imagine.
He always eats very well. even as his wife and child grow thin.
I actually want to kill you right now.
It is in the common man that the Abbey finds its most faithful.
You're...
He steals from his business partner, a little every day.
Do you have one redeeming quality? Just one?
Some men can still find work along the waterfront. He didn't tend to that cut, and now it festers.
Good.
A man is only as common as his dreams. Deals are made here.
No, damn it.
Sometimes under the influence of wine.
I think Bioshock was very... I don't think it's underrated.
The influence is the point.
Bioshock is very much loved and appreciated. I would say underrated is the wrong word for it.
All that he had was lost in the flood. Only after a long day of work will he return to his home and family.
Lord Pendleton Memoirs, Chapter 27. In my 13th year, the despised stepmother at last departed, and Pendleton Hall was again quiet, although Father had by then sunk into deep depression. It was at this sensitive time that Waverly Boyle first entered my life. She who will be the source of many tender recollections to come.
Uh-huh.
Are you a nobleman, Corvo? No one seems to know much about you. By your bearing, I'd say so. Lord Pendleton's great-grandfather took a Sakonan chambermaid to wife. On second thought, the story doesn't bear repeating. Even the finest blood can go bad here and there.
I need to replay the remastered version. I played both the original and remastered versions of the first two games. There wasn't that much of a difference. Like, I wouldn't
There's
say
a
it's
little
super
Tibian
worth
blood
it
in
just for that.
Pendleton Mine. That's the worst anyone could say about them. I think it's come out in the brothers just a little bit. My Lord Trevor's pure as the Empress herself, I'm happy to say. The Pendletons are quite wealthy, but they were noble long before that. You've heard rumors about the Pendleton mines being worked by slaves, I suppose. Never been there myself, and I refuse to believe it. They say Custis Pendleton made an improper remark to the Empress once, and you ejected him from a state dinner before asking who he was. Well done, I say.
You're such a suck-up, man.
This plague has ruined the social season for all of us.
You truly are the worst. Genuinely.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Be advised, the river crust infestation has spread downriver, as far as the river mouth and flooded district. Do not attempt to approach or destroy a river crust. Any items recovered... state property.
Oh, there you are. I was looking for you.
The other servants don't like her.
That's kind of sad.
Work is never done for the lowly servant. Her servant wages will not be enough to fix her father's debts.
Ah, that's sad.
For all the hard work, there is little reward for her. If she lives until tomorrow, her day off, she will be mauled by leapers and left for dead.
Okay.
Do not pity the servant. There is pride in the job well done. There is not a day that goes by she does not consider taking her own life.
Oh my god, everyone is depressed here.
Before the sun rises, they toss...
Except for
any
Wallace.
casualties
Wallace is
into the
just an
river.
asshole.
Men or hound, they all go in. The house help is treated poorly, but there are worse ways to earn a coin. The pain in her back is constant. Nothing helps. Work is never done for the lowly servant. For all the hard work,
Okay.
there is little reward for her.
Let's go get that rune, I imagine it is. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Was that the only one for this section? I think so. I don't see any other. Yeah. Okay. All right. So Havelock is here. Where's Pendleton? Oh.
Well, let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Caldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece.
Sure.
Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can.
I'm okay with that
Your
target
exploits
here.
are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you. Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
Admiral Havelock has seen more corpses than all the rest put together.
Makes sense.
He has killed whales and men for profit and pleasure.
Bit fucked up.
He has the bloodlust. He tried to seize control of the military after the Empress. After she, the Empress, was murdered.
So he tried to take control of the military, that didn't work, so he decided to go against the Lord Regent.
Look at him.
Fair.
Admiral Havelock grows restless on land. There was a younger brother, an artist, sensitive, soft, taken at 9 by a fever. Havelock loved him truly. Admiral Havelock has seen more corpses than all the rest put together.
Glad to see you got your rest, Corvo. You'll need it. Say, that's an interesting tattoo on your hand. Saw a lot of that in the Navy, but nothing quite like yours. Keep your eye out for Martin. I need him back here if we're going to pull this off. High Overseer Campbell tricked and bullied his way into power. The man is completely corrupt. The City Watch and the Overseers can't stand each other. The military doesn't mix well with a bunch of religious fanatics. You might be able to use that. Nervous? I would be. Tonight is the beginning of a new life for you. But you're killing for just endeavor. Remember that. High Overseer Campbell is a bastard, and we've got to find Emily. The Overseers are a strange bunch, completely obsessed with the 7 strictures and hunting down heresy. I don't know if I believe in all that witchcraft bunk, but I saw some odd things at sea.
Alright. Oh, I didn't talk to you?
I had a sailor for a boyfriend once. He thought he'd strike gold digging in the Pandician cliffs. They found his ship drifting empty.
Why are you so happy about it?
You know, I tried to attend services with the Overseers for a while. They've just gotten more and more, I don't know, rabid about the 7 strictures and witchcraft and all that nonsense.
Yeah, that all happened with religious extremists.
I think the Admiral's awfully distinguished, don't you? Everyone I know cried the day we heard the news about the Empress. Poor woman. And her little daughter lost. From what I understand, it just killed the Admiral to be cast out from the Navy. That was his life, before the Lord Regent came along. Someone came and banged on the door a few nights ago. I thought Lord Pendleton would piss himself. Oh, begging your pardon.
Where is Pendleton?
What I spend smuggling in wine for his lordship. That Wallace can cook, yes, but the way he talks to us, you'd think he was a lord himself.
I agree. He's a dick.
I'd work for you for a year for free if you managed to get that Lord Regent off the throne. None of the shops are open, all the business is dried up, and most people can't even walk the streets. That man's a blight on the city.
Pendleton? Are you outside? Maybe he's just not here. He is a noble after all. He might be out. Oh. Where's Piero?
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Corvo.
Oh, Callista,
Hello.
yeah.
I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer, that wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me, but my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison, and I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
Of course I can.
She is Callista Kernow. She has learned to defend herself in this treacherous city. They top off the wine with river water, but eventually someone swoons. Then fresh bottles are fetched from the cellars. She and her uncle, the last of the Kernow family. She dreams of freedom, and the decks of whaling ships fast after the beasts of the sea. But alas, she is a woman. Such sadness.
I overheard the Admiral at breakfast.
She has learned to defend herself in this
That's all I heard.
treacherous city.
And I think it's better if I don't know too much about what you people are doing.
That's fair. Yeah, you shouldn't. The less you know, the better it is. The easier it is
uncle, and he means
to
a lot
deny
to me.
everything.
His name is Jeff Kernow. Captain Jeff.
Okay, so Samuel is over there? Yeah, Samuel is there. I guess Pendleton is not actually here then. And also Piero. Where is Piero? Oh, there he is.
Each and every night the black-eyed outsider visits upon the streams.
You don't have a tattoo, so do you?
Their fate rests on your effort, on the strength of your hands and of your heart. He is Piero Joplin. Even now he visualizes the next invention. Astonishing. I wish you could see it too. Poor Piero. His elixirs have cured so much for so many, but they cannot cure his brain fevers. They stood in a circle around the candles and cut their hands to form their alliance. The blood hissed as it touched the flames. The youngest ever to pass through the Academy of Natural Sciences. Sokolov will never forgive him that. He has spied upon Callista as she bathes.
Oh.
More than once.
Yikes.
Each and every night the black-eyed outsider visits upon Piero's dreams.
Okay. I guess no Pendleton. Wallace. Alright then, he's not here.
Attention Dunwall citizens. River traffic is forbidden from landing from the distillery district due to the risk of infectious
The conspirators have found a safe home here. They take great care that they are not followed. Samuel Beechworth went to sea to
When you
forget
want to
our
set out,
hopeless love.
just give the word.
He succeeded.
No.
The boatman has a good heart and respects you.
I'm ready
Samuel
when
is a
you
simple
are, sir.
man, but he knows the River Redhaven and all its tributaries, down to the smallest
I'm at your
inlet.
service.
He has many scars, some from the phlegm of the river crests, some from the nameless
I look forward
monsters
to my
of the
adventures
deep
with you,
ocean.
sir.
Samuel was once eager to hear Havelock's stories of the sea, but perhaps the Admiral is not what he expected.
Interesting.
Samuel Beechworth went to sea to forget a hopeless love.
Oh,
He succeeded.
was there anything else I could buy from Pio? I did find a little bit more money.
What can I do for you?
Good question. Yeah. Combat sleep dart could be good. Sleep bolts, runes. Actually, yeah, let's get a rune. And I guess some sleep bolts. There's not much else to buy here. I guess the crossbow stuff. Sure. Well, I think this is just for basic bolts, though, not sleep ones. I'm pretty sure. There we go. That should be good. Is there anything... Ooh, I can upgrade Blink now. I think I'll wait until I need something, but I think position is probably gonna be what I'm gonna buy. Oh, I don't think I listened to this one. Yeah.
You traveled with my uncle briefly, didn't you?
If the heart keeps
Doing
beating,
something
does
for the
that
animals.
mean that the spirit is never released into oblivion? I can keep a heart beating forever with electricity, but what does that mean for
Killing
any
Jeff
essence
Kernow won't
trapped
help me
within?
lay this plan in the least.
It'd be easier if I created these processes in waking hours. I am
That mark on your hand is
pursuing
strange.
avenues
I feel
that
like I've seen
emanate
it
from
somewhere
my
before.
dreaming mind.
Alright. Well,
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
let's go then. Distillery District. High Overseer Campbell. High Overseer Campbell leads the city militant religious faction and is a close ally to the Lord Regent. Campbell is completely corrupt and holds a secret to Emily's location. Infiltrate the office of the High Overseer, steal Campbell's journal, and eliminate him. An ally to the Loyalist, Morton, is being held there. Free him and allow him to escape. So I think this might be where I end it tonight, because it's already 3. I could go a bit longer, but if I go longer, I'm gonna want to finish the whole mission, and that's probably gonna take quite a while. So I think I'm just gonna end it here for tonight, and we'll continue this to tomorrow, I think. I don't think I'm playing this song tomorrow either. I'm probably just gonna come back to this for now. So yeah, I think that'll be it. Thanks everyone for watching, for lurking, for hanging out, as always. I might actually raid Theo, which I changed his name on Twitch. I mean, his whole rebranding. So I think we'll do that. Nox Oblivion is his name now. So yeah, we'll read him. It's been a while. But yeah, good stream, good stream. It's good to finally getting back into things. Again, thank you everyone for watching, for lurking, for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow with more of this. Actually start the first real mission. And yeah, have a good day, have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye!